Hopefully not a lot of impact around here on the Central Coast. And as our Erica Bertine would always say, Mother Nature always wins.
Mother Nature always wins, absolutely. Yeah, so just something that we are not going to really have to worry about, or something that we won't really worry about around here, but yes, exactly. Something really scary to look out for. So definitely make sure that if you're in those areas, you're watching out, because scary stuff is happening around this time of year, lots of weather events. But for now, let's take a look at Domenico's on the Wharf. Things are looking pretty nice out there, pretty smooth, pretty serene. And it's going to be a nice day out there with a little bit of a cool down on the way, as we are experiencing that right now. And as we go into tomorrow, we'll see that cool down kind of go on progressively as we go into next week. You'll see that cool down really making its presence. But for now, we're going to take a look at Domenico's on the Wharf right here. Things looking pretty good, pretty nice. Yesterday, I was out there on the wharf and I saw tons and tons of sea lions. So just something that you could maybe go experience today. I thought that was super duper cool. Maybe a time to head out to Domenico's out there. But for now, let's take a look at our futurecast so we could let you know what those clouds are doing for the rest of the day, which, spoiler alert, is not going to be too much. Bringing up our futurecast right here, you can see that there's not really a presence of those clouds as we go into the early afternoon. And as we go into this evening, those clouds will kind of start to make their way, but not so much. A little bit of cloud coverage over here on the peninsula. And as we go into tomorrow, that's when the clouds will really start to make their presence. As you can see, they're going to start coming in from inland and also kind of making their presence on the peninsula, as that cool down will progressively get cooler and cooler with colder temperatures. And speaking of temperatures, let's look at some temperatures now for our areas. Looking at Santa Cruz and Capitola, that's where we're going to start today. Those highs are going to be anywhere in the 70s and those lows are going to be in the mid 50s. And as we go into the Santa Cruz mountain ranges, that's where things are getting warmer and warmer. Yesterday, we were looking at our highs mostly in the 90s, but today we're looking at our highs mostly in the 80s across the board, with those lows being anywhere in the mid 50s, ranging all the way up to the upper 60s. And let's move along our map, look at more temperatures. Let's keep on trucking, going from Aptos to Marina. Things looking pretty nice out there. A little bit cooler than yesterday, as we're looking at highs anywhere in the lower 60s, ranging all the way up to the lower 70s, and those lows sitting pretty in the middle 50s. And as we go into Salinas, looking here locally, we'll be looking at a high of 71 degrees and a low 55 degrees. It's going to be a little bit of a cooler day than it was yesterday, but again, not too cold out there, but you might need a jacket, as you might need to put on some layers just in case, so you can be comfortable. And speaking of where you'll probably have to have the most layers, that's going to be on the peninsula, as we're looking at highs across the board anywhere in the mid 60s, ranging all the way to the upper 60s, and those lows being in the mid 50s. So where you will beat the heat today is going to be the peninsula, as that will be the coolest in our area. And taking a look at more temperatures, let's go from Big Sur to Carmel Valley into the Salinas Valley, starting with Big Sur here. And taking a look at 77 degrees is that high and 65 degrees is that low. Carmel Valley, we're looking at a high of 83 and a low of 58. And as we go into the Salinas Valley, things get warmer and warmer, with those highs reaching triple digits in some of our areas, like in Bradley and Parkfield, and even in the Pinnacles. But let's take a look at our 7-day forecast for our coastal areas so we could let you know what's going on for the next week. Things are looking pretty nice out there, with those highs being anywhere in the mid 50s and tapering down to the lower 50s as we go into next week, and those lows being anywhere in the mid 50s. And those highs in our inland areas are going to be even higher, with those highs in the upper 80s and tapering down to the upper 70s as we go into next week, and those lows being anywhere in the lower to mid 50s, ranging all the way up to the upper 50s.